Hello, everybody. Ryan Carpenter here with P45 Knuckle Down Golf, coming to you on No BS Golf. That's right. P45 Knuckle Down Golf, located right here in Central Georgia in Warner Robins, Houston County, whatever you want to call it. We are Central Georgia's #1 destination for everything you want for your golf. That's right. We did lessons this week. We did club fittings this week. We did course consultation, playing lessons. We talked about everything that could possibly relate to your game. It definitely happened this past week. I've been so busy. I don't know how to schedule enough extra 40 hours a day just to try to get it all done. But today, got a little time here and wanted to jump on because it is a fun day. There's so many things to talk about. I'm never going to even come close. I got a list of 50 items I want to. It just ain't going to happen. So that's okay. Looking for the live streaming because we have got one of the absolute coolest days of the year. And it's considered golf's longest day because it's a long day. Anyways, that's not what it's all about. But this is unique to our world for sure, and it's what makes our world especially different and fun, and with being able to imagine, and it's really fun because you start to get into the heads of our youth, and we're going to continue with this youth thing today because I want to go into another incredibly important thing I want everybody to start really diving into and getting involved with here in Central Georgia. But especially with the young ones that are coming in and becoming a part of our little world here, this is where it gets fun because we get to explain how this is the only sport, professionally played sport, that is popular, very popular, that, and I say only, I could be wrong. Like there might be some tennis, maybe, whatever. Of the mainstream, largely popular, and we can use popular in many ways, watched, sport betting, DFS playing, fantasy playing, like involved sports that's highly, highly involved with a lot of aspects. PGA Tour being one of them, okay? This is the one time where you, that's right, you right here listening to me right now, if you were to do some key things, get good, get real good, get your USGA handicap GHIN, GHIN, index low enough that you could enter into a series of what are called qualifiers. And the qualifiers are just that tournaments that qualify by finishing high and moving on and moving on. And there's about so many, couple months of different ways and regionals and so on. You advance through the process and eventually you get to today. And today, boy, is it fun. I mean, we've got 10 locations roughly, I believe, and each have a couple of spots up for grabs. And the fun part about this is, as you kind of go through it and look at it, is that, I get real excited because I know that, well, there's lots of names that we're all going to, well, not everybody know that if you follow every bit of golf out there, amateur play all the way to collegiate to professional, there's lots of names. And then you start to go from region to region and you start to see, at least for me, I go back to my boys in Kansas City. I got fellas that are, regularly every year because they're such good players that they typically enter into these qualifiers and they give it a run because it's the one time, the only time that an amateur can earn their way into the U.S. Open, a golf's major. Yeah, how freaking cool is that? And so it's the dream. It's the possibility. It's just the amazing thought that we could literally play our way to a position and get paired, maybe not likely, but paired up with Scotty Scheffler or Bryson or Rory or, insert whatever name you have there. You can literally be a gardener, a CPA, a lawyer at the end of the street, whatever, a family doctor. You could be, I own my own cutting grass repair business, thingy. I'm the manager at the local grocery store. I own my gas station down here in Central Georgia. I ran a farm over here next to the big city of Warner Robins, the whatever. So it's the one way, and it's so cool that it's built this way that you can earn your way. You can qualify into the U.S. Open. You ain't got to be professional. You don't have to go through the more difficult task, literally, of becoming a professional golfer. That's way harder by far. And as hard as this is, it's not easy. You don't just walk in and tee it up and kick everybody's butt and you're on your way. But I'm telling you, it's just about the dang coolest thing. And so Golf Songs Day is currently under its way. And there was this one site, there were 2 or 3 amateurs at the top. We're really only thus far kind of, I believe, about 3 locations maybe have kicked off so far. Maybe 4. And they've kind of kept them more east for some reason this year. I don't know what the designation was there. I'm going to go to Ohio real quick to see if I got any name. But anyway, you go through the list. It's really fun to go look and watch the scoring, and you'll see. Here's one. We got a Kurt Katayama showing over here in the Ohio, one of the Ohio locations, I believe, Springfield Country Club. And we got a Georgia fella here. It's Keller Harper. Anybody know Keller Harper? Yeah, I wish this was live so I could get some feedback. There's a Georgia fella that made his way up there, and a Texas, and a Kentucky, and a Nebraska, and a Colorado, and an Indianapolis, and an Oklahoma. So these get Streb. There we go. So Streb is one of the members at the club I worked at back in Kansas City. He's one of our pros. So we got Gary Woodland, we got Tom Watson, we got Streb, we got a handful other fellas. Anyways, back at Wolf Creek, he's one of our guys, and he's from Edmond, Oklahoma, and he's up there playing, trying to make his way in because he didn't qualify this year. So there you go, tour professional, shoulder to shoulder with some of these people that most people don't know. And I mean, they don't even have, why don't they have the designation? Okay, so this one they didn't designate for some reason. Bo Hogue, there's a guy that's been trying to play professionally, but it gets fun because you go through these names, and I've got a fella back in back in the list, way out there, right? Anyways, he's a old student of mine. He's trying to play not professional anymore. He's done with that stuff. That's a hard road again. Anyways, he's back in the saddle. Has gotten himself positioned to where he's ready to get back in and play hard and develop. And he's working towards State Am, and then this right here. And I by next year, there's no guarantee, but the plan is we're going to get him into the final stages into one of these events. Oh, here we go. We got one, Piedmont Driving Club in Atlanta, Georgia. So right now we got that's weird. Oh, it says 5 spots. That seems like a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 amateurs at T10 or better. In the top 10 right now. Nah, it's just getting started. I get it, but that's the fun. We got these cool. Let's see if we know anybody. Is there anybody low? Craig Long II from Alpharetta, Georgia. Anybody know Mr. Craig Long? Jackson Skinner. Oh, I know who that is. From Birmingham, Alabama. Young up-and-comer. Jay Mendel. Recognize that name too. Lafayette, Louisiana. Russell Makepeace. Makepeace. Atlanta, Georgia. Maybe somebody knows. Millbrook, Alabama. Josiah Gilbert. And Mason Howe from Thomasville, Georgia. That ain't too far from around here, right? Who knows Mason? Anybody know Mason? Vincent Whaley, professional, for sure. Trace Carter from down here in Blackshear, Georgia. That ain't far down the road, right? So this is what's fun. Your neighbors, your people you literally pass by on the street maybe from time to time. They trying to qualify. Let's see if one of them makes it. How cool would it be for one of these hopefully somebody knows somebody. I don't know. I'm not from here, so I don't know these names yet. But Jake Peacock, Milton, Georgia. Tyler Watts, Huntsville, Alabama. Anyways, how cool would it be to see? Oh, no, Norcross, Georgia, Brock Healy. Am I know Brock? So leave me some information here if you do. Somebody hit me up. But this is really, really cool to watch, and it's fun to follow throughout the day and to just imagine that these players will have an opportunity. The numbers seem weird, though, because there's not that many spots left. That part I'm going to have to figure out. We're on Monday, June the 2nd. So, anyways, we'll have to see how it goes. Oh, we had some withdrawals. Wow, some big names that were involved with this one. Oliver Schneider-Jans withdrew. Dean Burmeister withdrew. Eldridge Potgeider. Wow. Chase Seifert. Dang, that's some big names that withdraw this thing. And those are professionals, and they must have woke up and realized that they didn't have it, and they weren't going to go through golf's longest day. So, anyhow, it's a fun thing to watch. Go to the USGA, obviously. All you got to do is check out the USGA, and it has all the information. Qualifying right at the top takes you right down to the little – you got local, you got final, June 2nd. Yeah, June 2nd. There we go. 10 spots. So really fun. And if you haven't gone through that whole, world of understanding, it's fun and it's cool to check out. And so I want to skip over to another thing here before we leave today. I got lots of stuff because I'm just swamped with so many things. But let's switch over to junior golf for a minute because, I've run into various situations. No names, no nothings, but junior golf is something that is important, and it becomes the development, aspect of our entire golf world. And so the thing about junior golf is that it should be, and this is what's important. This website I want everybody to check out. You got your own kids, you got your grandkids, and some nieces and nephews, whatever, neighbor. Youth on Course, an amazing program. It's really big. Now I'm about to find out, and I'm kind of scared to look, but here we go. Fire up your engines, folks. I have an eerie feeling. God, yeah. We got one damn golf course involved with this right now, and that irritates. That really makes me mad. So here's the thing: we need to push for this because only as a community can we get this up and going if we do it right. And it's not hard. And the golf professionals in town should already know about this, and they should already have it in place. Youth on Course is an important program that helps build, develop, and understand access for juniors to the golf course. It's very hard to access these golf courses because, especially right now, we got one place that's just a freaking circus every damn day. And then some others that are, not quite the same. But the point is that it's very hard for a lot of juniors to get access to the golf course. Gosh, look at this. This is so sad. I can't. This place really sometimes lets me down. Anyways, we've got one freaking place, including all of freaking Macon. One damn facility participating in Youth on Course. That's not just pathetic, but it's freaking wrong. Period. The end. BS. This is a no BS channel. This should be something that should be stamped on every location. If you go and find the new Teed Up Georgia Mountain, in fact, I'm going to put it in here. I'm going to put it in. I highlighted Bowden this month. Go find your copy. It's out there somewhere, folks. And I'm going to go and I'm going to put in here the website. I'll do that on the web. I'm going to go to the Junior Golf Corner and talk more about that. We got one damn goal. Anyways, Youth on Course is something that should be available to every young player out there right now. And I highly encourage we get a huge increase of families and kids signing up for this right away. In fact, I'm going to push it out there on the general web, and I'm going to be sending it to my own juniors. And I've already had about 5 or 6 that I've told about, and I think a few have signed up, and they said the same thing. And I do wish I would have done more by now. It's my fault too. So shame on me, damn it. We need to get this program up and going. It needs to be ASAP. And we need to get the local courses especially to understand the importance of this program. And it's all funded. So it's not that, first of all, if I hear a golf professional tell me one more time I'm going to lose money because of this, I'm going to hit you in the damn face. It's funded by corporate America. Go look at the details. Look it up. You get funded for your rounds. So that's a load of – it's a lazy-ass answer is what it is. But beyond that, that's the BS part of it. Everybody's going to be just fine. It's not going to be overrun by kids all of a sudden. And, yes, you can set up your details for your course and when it's acceptable, whatever. Just get your asses in gear and get on board already. This thing's been around for about, I don't even know, 10, 15 years now maybe. And we got one effing course within like 30 miles that's involved so far. That is absolutely pathetic. It's horrible to see shit like that. It really pisses me off, to be honest. Sorry for the language, but just plain and simple, it's no BS. And I'm tired of it. So we need to get Youth on Course. Go look up the website, youthoncourse.org. It's really cool. Sign up. Heck, sign up somebody, 4. You don't have to have them do it. Go and, in fact, I'm going to look at how I can ways to support. I'm going to find out how to get involved with myself here. But go check it out and get involved and get these kids on the course for and all it is affordability. They ain't got to pay no ridiculous prices for access to a golf course, which they shouldn't have to. That's, it's exactly why people like the PGA Tour and whatnot get knocked for some of their stuff, because they're like, we do this and we do that, and then they turn around and they act otherwise half the time. And it's the same BS I see going on. Like, people say they're all about junior golf around here in certain areas, and then I see the exact opposite in the ways in which they act and proceed with that thought, because do as you say and so on. But look it up, get involved. Let's get every kid, not just involved right now, but the ones that could be involved too. That's the other key. You talk to, do this, please, a friend, and you say, yeah, we don't golf, and say, hey, you know what? There's this Youth on Course thing. We can get you out there for, I don't believe it's changed. So again, if I'm wrong, come yell at me, fine, whatever. $5 a round is basically what you do. You got to sign up online. So you got to go become a part of this. But you go sign up and they give you a little, it could be wrong now. There could be an app even as far as it's come, but way back in the day, you get a little card with your little number and your name and you basically go in, and the shop should have a little sign-in sheet of some type or something or other, maybe on the computer. Anyways, the point is, you just simply give them your card, your number, your identification. You need to call ahead. Call the golf course ahead. You got to be fair and say, hey, can we do this? And that's fine too. I mean, we got to follow the rules. But once you get up and going and figure it out and you get your places and you get your times figured out, $5 to play around of golf is perfect. We got to get these kids out here playing some golf. So anyways, look it up. Youth on Course, huge. U.S. Open qualifying finals going on right now. Golf's longest day. This is the dream. This is the embodiment of what we, this is where we fall in love with golf. This kind of stuff and these kinds of situations and involvements, and it's exciting. I love it. I can't wait to see how this goes throughout the day. Oh, and congrats to the young lady, Stark, man. She held up really good. The final hole was a little quirky, but it is what it is. And even with Nelly charging hard, that young lady did pretty good and held her ground. A nice finish. to what I can imagine would have been a really hard thing to do when you're sitting there watching old Nelly Corda coming climbing up that ranking board behind you, going, "Oh no, here she comes!" But no, she fell off a little, and with it came a nice victory, and what a game changer for her life, which is awesome. So congrats to little Miss Stark, and of course Scotty. But and I look, it's not a thing with Scotty. It's not a I don't like Scotty. No, he's a nice guy. Like, how you cannot like the guy? It's just boring, and I don't see it the same way as Tiger. Tiger came onto the scene with a whole new bag and game that nobody ever seen before, and so of course he was better than the rest. But he wasn't just better; he was barnstorming the damn place. So he came in and said, "I'm not just going to beat the crap out of you guys. I'm going to annihilate you with authority and dominate at a level we've never seen." That's not Scotty's game. He's not dominating with a ability that is, above and beyond. And especially he doesn't come in with the type of presence, that Tiger brought to the scene where, there was an intimidation factor. And I mean, it's a little, sure, but nothing like that. It was too that you would have had to live the era to truly understand it. But the difference is that, and I, say it how you want to say it. You go right ahead and go off on your little tangents and have fun. But the reality is the tour ain't the tour because there's a bunch of players missing, and I don't care why they're missing and who agrees with BS this and BS whatever. It doesn't matter why. The point is we ain't got all the players playing. And so he's walking away with the memorial, and there was a large grouping of guys that should have been playing in this damn thing. And until somebody gets off their damn ass and figures this shit out, I mean, pardon my French, but no BS, folks, because I mean, and hey, Nicholas said it himself. Look, this is coming from the mouths of some of the best out there. And he said, these are fine players, Mr. Griffin and so on, and Straka, and they are. And he said Scotty's better, and he's at a different level. And what he was really indicating was that those are not proven major winning, high-level players yet. And there's a lot of them out there that could have been here this week, and they weren't here, which is why Scotty ran away with this damn thing, and it made it look easy. And it's sad to see that going on right now. I understand why. Again, you can have your reasons. Congratulations, because whatever. That's fine. Good. I agree. Yeah. Whatever. I disagree. Whatever. It don't matter. The point is, it was kind of another boring tournament, to be honest. It just was. It's so, and the field is weak, but for different reasons. Because I want to say, many of those guys, if they were on their peak, they could compete with Scotty. They have a tough time peaking at the right time. So that's the hard part. Anyways, that's the hard part anyway. So for enough for today. Golf's longest day. Go check out the qualifying. Get your copy. June's copy. It's free, okay? If you see this somewhere in your little world of golf, go pick it up. It's free. Read it. And there's feedback. We want information, so let us know if you played over here at, Forsyth. Forsyth, they're going through renovation. Lake Genesco, Morgan Dairy Golf. I haven't been to half these places. I got to go to these places eventually. So, Georgia Veterans. I went to that one. Hey, I'm going to give that a big 4-star. I had a blast down there last weekend, so that was a good place. I like it. Mallard Point. Has anybody been to Mallard Point? Never heard about it. And, there you go. Got a whole map full of golf, folks. Did you know all that golf exists is here in Central Georgia? I know it ain't fancy. Trust me, I'm not good at graphics. Someday, but, yeah, it's pretty pathetic right now. I don't care. It's fine. Something. We'll get it bigger as we go. Oh, and there's ad space. You realtors, you golf courses, you golf club design, whatever. There's spaces right here. You can have a whole page if you want. We'll make that. We'll figure it out. And very simple. This is not high fluting advertising. We're talking, $100 less per month. That's it. And every month, copy. So go find it. It's out. We're growing. We're getting it. Youth on Course. Get those kids fired up. Get them in. Let's go. And let's demand of the courses. Ring, 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 ring. You got Youth on Course? Ring, 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 ring. You got Youth on Course? Ring, ring, ring. You got Youth on Course? Stuff it down their faces until they have to do it. That's how it works. Get them signed up. Call the course. Get them signed up. Call the course. Call the course. Call the course. Call until they have to finally do something about it. I'll do my part as best I can. Can't make everybody listen, unfortunately. Wish I could, but it is what it is. Greatest program out there right now for junior golf. Do it. For now, I'm going to get going. Time to get on with the day. Time to huge list of stuff. Like, subscribe, share, please, if you can. All that supports what's going on with what we're trying to do here. We're trying to grow this thing into something huge eventually in the central Georgia area. Give us some help, please. Would appreciate it. For now, Ryan Carpenter, P45, Knuckle Down Golf. Y'all take care.